Hello ladies and gentlemen, you're watching NDTV. We start the show with the different kinds of voices that have emerged from the opposition India bloc that point to its possible future. Let's talk about Maharashtra first. Under increasing pressure from its workers who are now questioning the utility of being in the Maha Vikas Aghadi alliance after its humiliating defeat in the Maharashtra Assembly polls, the Shiv Sena led by UBT has now announced its intent of contesting all urban local body and Zilla Parishad elections, including the one for the prestigious BMC on its own. Another ally, NCP, which is led by Sharad Pawar, has stated that its state leadership does not interfere in decisions regarding civic body elections, leaving it to the district committees. Meanwhile, Samajwadi Party and TMC have endorsed the AAP Party in Delhi. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh, however, has said that the India bloc is intact but has made it clear that regional parties, not the Congress, are better equipped to take on the BJP. So what do these different voices mean and signal for the opposition, for the future of the opposition unity in this country? We will be joined by a panel of experts, but first let's look at some political reactions.
जरूर मैं ये मानता हूँ, जैसे उमर अब्दुल्ला साहब ने कहा कि लोकसभा के लिए इंडिया गठबंधन बना, मैं ये नहीं मानता हूँ। जरूर लोकसभा चुनाव के लिए बना था, हम चुनाव अच्छी तरह से लड़े और मैं मानता हूँ नरेंद्र मोदी जी का बहुमत खिसकाने का काम हमने किया, ये हमारा विजय रहा। उसके बाद इंडिया आघाड़ी की कोई बैठक नहीं हुई, ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और ये जिम्मेदारी बड़ी पार्टी या बड़े भाई गठबंधन में होने के नाते कांग्रेस की है। कांग्रेस की जिम्मेदारी हमारी नहीं है, ये कांग्रेस की जिम्मेदारी है।
Now is Kishore Tiwari, who is the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena led by UBT. We have Ghanshyam Tiwari, Samajwadi Party spokesperson. We also have Nikhil Jain, who is a political analyst who supports the Congress Party. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. To you, Kishore Tiwari, first, because your party is in the center of this controversy, sir. BMC is seen as a high-stakes battle, but the Shiv Sena has also held the BMC since 70s. But most of the MLAs, 20 MLAs at least, are saying that they want to break away from the Maha Vikas Aghadi. Why does the party feel it's better to go solo?
We have been retaining the Mumbai BMC solo, and for a Lok Sabha election, we have been the only party saying that for a national election, Rahul Gandhi will be our leader. But as far as the regional elections are concerned, Didi will be for the TMC, Akhilesh for the UP, Tejasvi for the Bihar, Stalin for the Tamil Nadu, Uddhav Thackeray for Maharashtra, and Jharkhand by Hemant Bhai is there. So, regional parties space Congress should give. But Congress has been neglecting the regional parties. The way in which they are handling Delhi election. What is the Delhi election? Is a referendum to the working and functioning of Kejriwal after 10 years. BJP has been saying that he is a corrupt. Let the people decide what type of corruption he has done, or he has run the welfare state. Same is the case in Maharashtra for a BMC. BJP has been accusing us. We have been in the power. We are for the BMC, and we will be contesting solo. People will decide whether Shiv Sena has worked for the welfare of the poor or not.
Okay. That's a very important point, and the fallout of the India alliance specifically in Maharashtra has been steep, because if you look at the MBA tally of 46 seats, including 20 from the Shiv Sena that's led by Uddhav Thackeray, 16 from Congress.
Only 45.
Yes.
Vasudha is the 45, not 46.
Okay, sir, 45. So, so clearly the fallout has been steep here. Ghanshyam Tiwari, let's talk about Uttar Pradesh now. With 39 MPs, Akhilesh Yadav is making it clear that he understands the importance of his party nationally, specifically in the numbers that India bloc has right now, because a huge chunk comes from Uttar Pradesh. It was a difficult battle, and the Uttar Pradesh results also surprised a lot of us. But the support to Aam Aadmi Party and Akhilesh Yadav's subsequent remarks have made it clear that he is making decisions that are putting his party's interest at the center. Has the Samajwadi Party been disappointed with the Congress?
Good evening, Vasudha, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers. There are three important things. Whenever one looks at an alliance in a democratic India, the first strength of character of the alliance is its democracy. India alliance is built on that foundation that it is democratic. Leaders across party can speak to one another. In contrast, we have the other national alliance, which is the NDA, which is a terrorizing dictatorial alliance, where no one can speak up. No one can, for example, not a single party of NDA can stand up to BJP and say why, in spite of the majority, they did not allow parliament to function in the winter session. In spite of the majority, the parliament, the prime minister hardly showed up in the parliament. That's number one. The number 2 point that alliance must be measured in its strength in election to election. And in this, Akhilesh Yadav ji, who's been an architect of India Alliance, has clearly maintained that India Alliance will succeed when parties who can lead a certain state to successful defeat of BJP will succeed. And in Uttar Pradesh, we have shown that we have the strength of leadership. In Delhi, we see that Aam Aadmi Party has that strength of leadership. In Maharashtra, the parties of India Alliance have that strength of leadership. The number 3 is conflicts and how those conflicts are resolved. We strongly believe that every leader maintains that the alliance is at a national level. So the conflicts will happen, but we will resolve them. Notwithstanding, there is some echo that is happening. The conflicts will happen, but we will resolve them without diluting the agenda, the ideas on which we came together, which is strengthening the constitution, strengthening India for the vision of the youth rather than the vision of a bunch of crony capitalists and the vision of Batenge Katenge.
Okay. Kishore Tiwari wanted to say something, sir.
For a national perspective, the constitution was valid point. For in Maharashtra election, the constitution was made an issue and we have been defeated. So the state election, the state functioning, and for the BMC, a local body election, local administration should be the issue.
Right.
So Akhilesh is the right choice, and Samajwadi Party should have a chance to lead, and Congress should give the proper space for regional parties. They have not been doing it. What type of accusation and allegations against Arvind Kejriwal by Sandeep Dixit, Ajay Makhan, Alka Lamba is unfortunate, unwarranted. Congress High Command, Kharge and Rahul Gandhi should intervene. They should withdraw from the Delhi election itself.
You say this despite the fact that the Congress party was not really very accommodating of the Samajwadi Party's interest when it came to Maharashtra or even Haryana.
You are asking me?
Mr. Tiwari, Ghanshyam Tiwari.
Well, as we have maintained that the alliance at a state level is a character of state politics and there will be conflicts. We want to be measured again on the parameters of democracy within the alliance, on the parameters of the agenda we put forth in front of people. We are not, and none of the India alliance partners have said Batenge Katenge is our mantra. It is BJP and now NDA. We have said that at a national level, caste census is our mantra. So I believe that these conflicts will happen. This is the nature of politics, where each party wants to strengthen its base in each state, and it is natural that Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are in a competitive space in Delhi. But it is also visible that Aam Aadmi Party has run Delhi for 10 years and they have a popular chief minister and a popular government.
So you understand the compulsions of regional politics, but you also say that nationally the issues are different. Fair point. Nikhil Jain, has the Congress party overplayed its 99-seat win? In some ways also withered away the gains in the sentiment, because Haryana and Maharashtra elections also the outcomes have shown that BJP still continues to have dominant presence and its ability to remain in power.
See, Vasudha, I don't think there would be any withering away of the 99 Lok Sabha members that the Congress party managed to win in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, for the simple reason that those MPs are still within the Lok Sabha. Yes, the Congress party was not able to capitalize on the momentum that it built during the Lok Sabha elections so well in the Haryana or the Maharashtra elections. But right now on the topic that we're discussing about whether India alliance has any fissures or not, whether the Congress party should contest separately from the Aam Aadmi Party and against the Aam Aadmi Party altogether, I would like to echo the views that Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari has put forth on your show, that India alliance is a democratic alliance. It's an alliance of different parties. At the end of the day, it's an alliance and not a single party. There would obviously be certain differences of opinion. There would obviously be certain conflicts. And of course, in Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are squarely in a competitive space. It's almost impossible for the Congress, for the Delhi unit of the Congress to be allying with the Aam Aadmi Party. Yet the Congress Party showed its largesse in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections when it gave 4 out of the 7 seats, it gave 4 to the Aam Aadmi Party, kept only 3 for itself, gave the very valuable New Delhi Lok Sabha seat to the Aam Aadmi Party, despite the fact that in 2019, it was the Congress Party that was the second highest vote getter in the state in the Lok Sabha elections. It was the Congress Party that was number 2 in 5 of the 7 seats. And also the Congress Party stood at a much better pedestal in 24 compared to 19, while Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party were at a much worse place in 24 than in 19. So the Congress Party has already showed its largesse. But how does Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party respond to it that on the 11th of December, when talks of an alliance between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress at the state level for these Vidhan Sabha elections was going on, Aam Aadmi Party Supremo, he makes a public tweet saying, "Koi alliance nahi hoga, there would be no alliance." What do you expect the Congress Party to do? Cede all their space, give up all their politics, and just give in to the alliance partners? That cannot be the case. If you want something, you have to give something as well. But Mr. Kejriwal is certainly in no mood to do that. And if you look at the politics of the Aam Aadmi Party, in Delhi, it is primarily against the Congress.
Right. In Maharashtra, sir, it's also become about, it's become a lot about survival, because what I hear is even Shiv Sena UBT leaders, some of them are in touch with Eknath Shinde. For you, BMC is going to be a reflection of your strengths because you've held on to it for a long time. What is going to be the future of opposition in Maharashtra?
Is that to me or Mr. Kishore Tiwari?
It's to Kishore Tiwari.
हाँ देखो निखिल जैन साहब, मैं एक बात बताता हूँ आपको। 99 मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट चुन के आ गए, 99 चुन के आ गए, निखिल में 72 सीटें। यह समाजवादी पार्टी, महाराष्ट्र में शिवसेना, शरद पवार, इनके ही भरोसे चुन के आई है ना। तो आप तो 27 ही है, और ऊपर से मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि कांग्रेस ने त्याग करना चाहिए, त्याग की भूमिका रखनी चाहिए। मेरी अगर राय माने तो 10 साल आपने कोई चुनाव लड़ना नहीं चाहिए, संगठन बनाना चाहिए। और जो 75 और 70 साल के ऊपर लोग हो गए ना, उनको है ना कांग्रेस ने घर बैठाना चाहिए। दूसरी बात, आप मुझे कह रहे हो मिनिमम कॉमन प्रोग्राम पे, या कॉमन मिनिमम प्रोग्राम क्या कहते हैं हम, उस पर हमने अलायंस किया आपसे। और कांग्रेस के नेता वीर सावरकर को लेके ही गाली देते, जो हमारे श्रद्धेय है। वीर सावरकर को लाने की क्या जरूरत है? 25 में महंगाई मुद्दा है, बेरोजगारी मुद्दा है, और आक्रांताओं का लड़ाई मुद्दा है, तानाशाही का मुद्दा है, लेकिन आ गए लेके सनातन धर्म ऐसा है।
Ghanshyam Tiwari, last word from you, Ghanshyam. Do you think that the Congress
Party... Can I respond to what Mr. Tiwari has said?
Okay, quickly.
Can I respond to please?
Yes, quickly.
Yeah, I don't quite know why is he talking about Veer Savarkar and issues like that when the entire Lok Sabha elections was fought on the plank of constitution and reservation and the rights of the marginalized sections of the society. And I did not even make a comment against Shiv Sena, UBT or any other, or Mr. Kishore Tiwari himself.
I don't know why is he far more responsible. Nikhil, I get your point. Let me bring in Ghanshyam here. Do you think that the Congress party could have been far more sort of proactive in ensuring that the India bloc represents what you were talking about, this fight against the BJP?
As an architect of the India Alliance and a continuous strong leadership for India Alliance, Akhilesh Yadav has openly stated that our mission is to stand in front of the people and say that we are more deserving of their vote and their strength compared to BJP, issue by issue. Issues related to caste census, issues related to unemployment, issues related to harmony, and we have to point out that how batenge katenge is a pathway to destroy India, destruct the constitution. I think every India Alliance partner has to measure. That said, to your viewers, I believe that there cannot be a proper alliance in a democratic country without conflicts. The conflicts show the democratic character of our country, and they bring choices to people. For example, in this case, choices to people of Delhi. If you see an alliance alliance like NDA, which has no conflict, but there is no common ideology, then it's an alliance of dictatorship, and that will sustain till there is a terror of dictatorship that runs that alliance.
Absolutely. So choices are a great thing, and it's important to have choices in life, also in politics. Thank you all of you for joining me on this broadcast. Are there cracks in the India bloc, or are parties drifting away? Is anyone even trying to keep them together? What is the future of the opposition bloc? Many questions there.